Welcome to the yoga method and your mobility practice for today. Come and join me on your mat as soon as you're ready. No equipment needed. But as always, we pause for a moment just to settle into our bodies and finding connection to our posture, connection to our inner world, connection to our breath. Dropping into the awareness of our bodies, of our breathing. Cultivating alignment of the mind and the body. Just taking one more full deep breath in. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, take a full breath into a happy cat shape. And on the exhalation, rolling through your spine, tucking your chin, opening up the back body. Ripple your way into extension, roll the shoulders back, open front of the throat. And then bow the chin towards the chest, rolling through your upper, middle, lower back. Just one more. Full breath in. And on the exhalation, rounding, pausing, and holding. Please keep that shape, but pop your hands just halfway between your knees and your hips. And when you're ready, thinking angry cat, with the chin gently bowed in and the belly scooping up and in like a vacuum. From there, variation 1, we're just pressing into the awareness and feeling our core connection. Variation 2, we'll try and lift the knees just a little bit, and your ankle mobility will definitely dictate how far we go into this position. From there, we're working with the breath as we lift in and as we exhale down. So from there, adding maybe a dynamic lift of bringing knees towards the chest, scooping and lifting through the hips. So full body effort. Press into the floor, bring your knees towards your heart, belly strong as we gently lower. So the feet are in plantar flexion. They're getting a glorious stretch as we do this movement pattern. But remembering to always listen to your own body and choosing the variation that honors where you are today. Let's just do 3 more. So press, pause, lift, and hold. Exhaling to gently ease your way down. Last 2, scoop the belly, lift the knees, lift the hips. Gently, slowly landing. One more time. Full body effort as we lift, pause, and hold before gently, gently releasing everything down. Please give your wrists a little release, rolling through the wrist joint, and then reversing the direction before landing in 4-point kneeling. Separating your feet and taking a happy cat as we breathe in together. And on the exhalation, rounding into flexion, please. Just one more. Opening front body again in a different position. But as you exhale, please look over your left shoulder towards your left hip. And then breathe in to lift, to lengthen before we ease our way over to the other side. From there, neutralize, walk your hands a little bit further forward, and please spread your fingers and grip with your fingers before lifting your hips up and back into a downward facing dog shape. Check that your hands are shoulder distance. Check that your feet are hip distance. And please bend your knees as much as you need. Now this position looks very passive, but it is extremely dynamic. So I'm pressing into the hands to lengthen the arms, but at the same time, I'm pressing down into my hands to engage my lats more. And then as we squeeze the thumbs to the midline, we feel the pecs engage as well. All of the shoulder stabilizers are working because we're in a weight-bearing position. So protraction as we press into the hands and squeezing towards the midline. Please bring a little bit of movement through the lower body, pedaling out through your heels. Your eye gaze is fixed between your feet or between your knees. Just taking one more breath as we are, and then finding stillness. We're going to practice rippling our way forward to a high plank, and then rippling our way back into our downward facing dog. So spinal roll your way forward, pausing, and then lifting through the pelvis, taking yourself back. Variation 2, we ripple forward on the in-breath, and then we exhale to lower to a push-up position before we lift the hips up and back. So ripple your way forward as you breathe in, exhaling to move through your chaturanga. Inhale up and exhale back into your downward facing dog. So full breath in as we spinal roll, pause and hold. Exhaling to lower halfway. Inhaling to return and exhaling to release back. Just one more time. Spinal roll your way forward as you breathe in. Lift your chin. Exhale, body straight and strong. Knees or toes. Powering up on the inhalation. Exhale back before releasing your knees all the way to your mat. Knees wide, big toes together, releasing your head, releasing your shoulders. Breathing in for 2 breaths. Just one more, please. We come up into that kneeling position and we'll repeat this pattern once more. I know you're excited. So hands just sort of halfway between your knees and your hips. And then press down, thinking angry cat. So we're getting all of the shoulder muscles working in conjunction with the core. And this is option 1. Nothing more is needed. Variation 2, it's an inhale to lift the knees just a little bit and release down. So you're definitely working through the shoulder stabilizers and through your core and bringing that lovely mobilization into the ankle joint. Variation 3, it's a little bit more dynamic as we lift a little higher and then we gently control the descent down. And final variation, maybe we pick up through one foot and then gently lower, exploring second side. So if there's weakness through the ankle joint or stiffness in the ankle joint, it will definitely affect which option you take. So always tuning in. Pain is never appropriate. We want to feel really challenged by our practice, but never at the point where we feel like we're in any type of danger. There's 2 more remaining other than being fatigued. One more time. Grip with your fingers, energize through your arms, scoop the belly, lift the hips, maybe lift the foot before gently releasing and landing. Interlace your fingers, rolling out your wrists one way, other way, before shaking out the arms. We walk the hands forward and we're immediately into our downward facing dog shape. Breathing in together, maximizing length and strength. Breathe out, engaging pelvic floor and lower belly. Please ripple your way forward on your in-breath. Pause for the out-breath. Stay for the in-breath before moving your way back. Variation 2. Remember, we're rippling forward on the in-breath. Exhaling on knees or toes through our chaturanga, arms. Inhaling back up on the inhalation and exhaling into our down dog shape. So ripple forward, feeling the spine articulating. Exhaling, elbows tight, belly strong, knees or toes. We rise up, pause and hold before propelling the hips high. Last 2, roll forward, pausing, shift, descend. Inhaling, knees or toes before gently shifting the hips back. One more time, scoop the belly, rolling through the spine as we breathe in, stacking shoulders and wrists, looking forward. Exhaling, knees or toes as we breathe out. Powering up on the inhalation, lifting the hips and staying here for 1 breath. Listen, take your feet a little bit wider and turn them slightly out. Breathe in together. And on the exhalation, bend your knees and just walk your hands back towards your feet. Coming into Malasana. Breath in to lift the hands as far as you can. Breath out to release the feet. Inhale to lift the hips. And exhale to walk forward any amount. Listen, as long as you're breathing, you're doing it properly, and only working with the breath pattern that feels right for your body. So walking forward as we breathe in, pause and hold. Exhaling to walk back, pause and hold. Inhale to take a seat, lifting through the arms. Exhale to release the arms and lift the hips. Breath in, inchworm. Breath out to back it up. Breath in to Malasana, maybe with some shoulder mobility. Exhale, ground the hands, lift the hips, parallel the feet. Walk forward on the in-breath, stacking shoulders and wrists. Exhaling to walk back to your forward fold, turn the toes. Inhale, Malasana, hands high. Exhale, ground the hands, lift your hips, parallel your feet. Just one more time. Walk your way forward mindfully. Exhale, walk your way back mindfully. Turn your toes, squat, hands reach as we breathe in. And exhale just to pause here as you lift the hips and parallel your feet. Catch the opposing elbow if it feels good. Inviting gentle movement back and forth as we allow the hamstrings to find a little bit more length. Just 2 more breaths, please. One more as you are. Before finding stillness, walk your way forward. Please land your knees, cross your ankles, or swing your legs around. And just bring your legs out in front. Legs are long, toes are pointed. Bend your knees as much as you need. And once again, just placing the hands sort of halfway between the knee and the hip joint. Press into your hands. The action of the hands are moving this way. So I'm pressing dynamically forward and at the same time retracting the shoulders, especially the head of the humerus. So option 1, we're going to round into our spines, tuck our chins gently, and the legs are so active that the heels are lifting off the floor. Variation 2, it's an inhale to lift the leg, exhale to lower. So press your hands, scoop your belly, inhale to lift. And sometimes variation 1 is just envisioning the lift, but always the opportunity to bend the knee instead. So full breath in, full breath out. Bent knee, straight leg. And final variation, maybe we're working with lifting through both legs and release. Press your palms, scoop your belly, lift, and slowly control the descent. There's 3 more. A little lift, single leg, double leg, bent knee, inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Last 2. Inhale up. I've already done this one. One more, please. Press palms, lift, pause, hold before gently releasing. Take a moment if you need to do some self-massage. If quadriceps cramps feel like they were about to occur, reach your hands wide. Take a breath in. And on your exhalation, turn just towards me, towards your left. Inhale back to the midline. Exhale, a little gentle spinal rotation. Inhale, pause, hold, lift the heart. As you twist once more, pause here and see if you could lift that foot to your hand. You might need to bend your knee to get there. You might be able to lift and catch. And then we're all going to gaze down the length of our left arm, finding the length of our spine for 2 more breaths. One more, please. On the in-breath, return your eyes. On your exhalation, see if you can lower the leg with control. Pause before we turn. Bend your knee or straight leg. Lift and catch before gazing down the length of your right arm. How tall can you grow? How deep can you breathe? As we take 2 more breaths, please. One more full, deep, smooth breath in. And on the exhalation, release your twist. Take our last posture together. Inhale high before we gently ease our way forward any amount. 2 more. A little bit of active work first. Exhale to gently reach, pause, and hold. One more time. Energize your quadriceps, your core, your pelvic floor. Pausing and holding as we stay and breathe for 2. One more deep breath in. And then please let your palms turn up. Let your chin release. Let your shoulders relax. Flood the awareness, flood the breath into back body. Allowing the abdominals to completely release and relax. And when you're ready, please just lift through your head as the breath floods in. Ease your way up to sitting as the breath floods out. And coming into Sukhasana, easy cross leg. Just taking a moment, stacking our shoulders over our ears. Try that again, your ears over your shoulders. And really feeling a ripple of relaxation, but at the same time feeling the strength that you've cultivated in your core. Taking one more full breath in. And on your exhalation, just opening your eyes, bringing your hands to your heart center. I hope you've enjoyed this brief mobility, flexibility, strength practice. From my heart to yours, namaste.